Javon Baker's Zoom. I don't know how much either of you saw that. Making people stand up out of wheelchairs. The first thought that hit my head was Bill would have traded his ass for a future fifth as soon as the Zoom was over. And like, is that something that you're talking about? And this goes to either of you, where it's like, I have to deal with this in a leadership position. You guys have been around other head coaches, even if it's not football. And if so, what was your reaction to hearing those?
It was funny. I talked about it with Judon on my podcast. I was like, that's a guy you got to take under your wing 100%. But I like the confidence, though. He's going to come in motivated. Like he said, he wants to bring the hard work, the winning mentality back in there. So I think he has the right mindset. I think it was more about, where he got drafted. He thought he should have got drafted higher than what he is. And now that's like the new thing with the kids. Like they jump on Instagram Live as soon as, something happens and they share their thoughts and feelings versus, in the past, you wait till the media calls you talk about it, you could do it all by yourself. So, yeah, he was still fresh, asking for where the drink's at and all that. So, he didn't get portrayed in the greatest light. But like I said, you see the videos of him working out against, some of the top corners from the draft and all that. So he's putting in the work. It's all about, when he shows up into the building. I don't think it'll be necessarily a big deal. I'm sure Mayo have something cooked up for him the day he steps into the building for the team meeting. I'm sure they'll get a big kick out of that, especially if he's not winning some reps early.
I thought it was hilarious that first day, like MF and liquor. It wasn't just where the drink's at; it's where the MF and liquor at 1:00 on a Saturday.
And you need they need that. You need. I always tell people, James, myself, Slate. We were all a certain way, but the truth is, you can't have a team full of.
Why you ain't say me?
Just shows up at my house.
All day, just walking around his big crib and look at it. I like this, man. What's up, James? What's up, Andrew? What's happening?
Yo, you're interrupting. We're doing a podcast, bro.
All right, podcast are free.
Yo, come on in. What Jay say about Javon Baker's comments the other day?
Oh, I love it, man. You talk about superior confidence right there. And they're gonna have to tamper him down. Now, who knows though? Nails in office now. They're always out the window. Let him talk his trash.
Testing my skills on PrizePicks this season is the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $1,000 with just a few taps. Use the code CLNS for the first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
Well, I text Slate right away, and I was like, hey, the first thing I thought of when I heard that was, this guy's the second coming of Jesus. Jesus is the only guy that was out there healing people, couldn't walk. Now he's making people walk. I was like, this is awesome. But I think you can't have everybody who's by the book. Like Jamie Collins came in. Jamie wasn't by the book. Jamie was a dog for the Patriots, making play. Like, you need guys to be like that, to have that edge to them. And it seems like Baker's going to have that. And it seems like they might have got the leader type of guy in Polk. And now you get to build a room around these guys, hopefully going forward into your future. So I liked it. I think receivers need to have a certain level of confidence. They need to be a little crazy. I'm anxious to see what you guys say in training camp. Like, right, put them out there, and you're going to have Pep. Pep's going to be out there yelling and screaming. You're going to have – so it's going to be interesting to have that dynamic, to have those guys with Bourne, with KB yelling and screaming. I think that they need that. I think they need that on offense, some skilled guys that just go out there and compete, but are also going to tell you about it. So it should be fun to see.
I'm so glad you say that. First of all, as the content creator media member in me, I will actually take a team full of Javon Bakers. But the point being that, like, if you did have that, what makes him special, or KB, for example, energy he brought in 21 when he first gets there, that stands out because he's a one of whatever in that locker room. Mm-hmm. But I am curious, when you text Saint Slate, this is the second coming of Jesus, and it's a 21-year-old who had just been in Instagram Live. How did that God-fearing man take that text, and how did he respond?
We just got emojis flowing back and forth, dying laughing.
I mean, hellfire and brimstone, or like fire comments, because those are very different, but it's the same emoji.
It was just laughing emojis, and okay. I think that's the thing, right? You draft a young kid who, like James just said, he's excited. He's like, man, all these guys are better than me, and comes in with a chip on his shoulder. And then I think the key is to back it up. And I saw James had Judon on, and Judon was like, he can't walk in with his book bag on, with his head down. Like, you said what you said, come in and work your butt off and go do that. Like, we want that. If I'm on defense, I'm all for Baker guy making people stand out of their wheelchairs. I'm all for it. That means touchdowns, yards. Let's see it. Let's have it, So should be fun to see.
Take the guesswork out of buying NBA tickets at GameTime. Download the GameTime app. Create an account. Use the code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem the code CLNS and get $20 off. Download GameTime today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices, guaranteed.